April 16th, my husband and I will celebrate our 1 year anniversary for our wedding. And we did it. We made it for 1 year. I'm so excited. The year has gone by so quickly. I can't believe that it's already been a full calendar year since I said I do. And we've all had a lot of advice from different couples. Some have been married for 5, 10, 25, 35 years, but very rarely do you get to hear from other newlyweds to hear what they're experiencing. So today we're going to talk about what was your first years of marriage like and what lessons did you learn and what you would like to share with other newlyweds.
John and I celebrated our 3-year anniversary just 4 days after Aubrey was born, and I think that for trying to remember back to our first year, people always say that that's the hardest one, but I feel like that hasn't been the hardest one for us yet. I think that there was some difficulties that we had because we bought a new home 2 months after we got married and moved into it, and just we were on such like a high practically of all the good things that had been going on with being married and then having, our new home to decorate and move into and everything like that, that it wasn't until I think after life started going on that you realize how many changes are involved with, being together as a married couple. But I think a lot of it that made us get through any of our fights was really working hard to work on our communication skills. And it's even helped us out after we had Aubrey and during the trying to conceive time and after having her, where it's like, sometimes you're just frazzled with everything, exhausted, and being able to really focus on communicating effectively as opposed to just saying whatever's on your mind without consequences, because I think that that's what sparks a lot of fights. You're almost fighting over like stupid things, but because you're just so worked up that you're no longer hearing the words that are going back and forth, but it's more the tone. So I think that when we worked before just trying to communicate more effectively, that it allowed us to carry through for the rest of the years of marriage so far without, us trying to hurt each other.
So our secret in my house to having a happy first few years of marriage really, I think, just boils down to one thing, and that is being grateful. Being grateful for what you have, being grateful for your partner, and really just kind of blocking out all the excess noise, which is like what other people say, what other people have, what other people are doing. And we did a video before for the website that was all about keeping up with the Joneses. And I think sometimes it's kind of really easy to see like, okay, well, this couple went on a vacation and then, we're going on a vacation to the same place like 3 months later. I think you can sort of catch yourself doing those things a little bit easier than you can comparing yourself to people in other ways, where it's almost like an internal comparison that sort of like, can eat away at you and really affect your relationship in a negative way.
I love being married. I love being married to my husband. And I think that this year together as a newlywed couple has not only shown me that, I've made the best choice in picking a spouse, but the reasons why I made that choice and the reasons why our relationship is so strong. And that's not to say that we haven't fought or we don't have disagreements, because this is not a fairy tale. Our life is our life, and one of the things that my bishop said to me and my husband on our wedding day is that you have to work your marriage. You can't let other people and other people's opinions be inserted into your situation. So we really make a conscious effort not to do that, and to, if we have an issue, we talk about it together. If we have a problem that we need to resolve, we tackle it together. We're a team, and that's what our marriage is about, is for us to be together and for us to handle any situation that may come up together. And I love that. I love having that security and knowing that, he's on my side. And at the end of the day, no matter how crazy work is or how stressed out I am trying to battle the DC traffic home, I know that he'll be here, and he knows that I'll be here. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I love being married. Love it.
Just making your partner feel appreciated, and in turn they make you feel appreciated. I think that's just what everybody really wants, right? Like, everybody wants to be kind of credited for what they do, and sometimes it's not really obvious what your, I guess, role in your family is, and sometimes it is very obvious, but in any case, I think it's just really important to be aware and be grateful. And that's just been our secret, is just be mindful of what the other person is doing, and really just show appreciation, not just through your actions or not just through your words, but really through a combination of both.
It's just to, try to remember, like, when you're planning a wedding, you're so wrapped up in all of the little DIY projects or the little details, but I remember on the forums that I was on, everyone always said, you're not planning a wedding, you're planning really for a marriage. And keeping that as the foundation, and, whether it's that you get a break away from reality every now and then, you get to go on a trip, or going out to dinner, or having dinner at home, but just, getting back to the basics and refocusing to kind of remember why you fell in love with the person, and why you decided to get married, and why you decided to continue your lives on with each other. It's really important.